Welcome everybody, my name is Sean and I'm making this video as a follow-up to a Reddit thread I made about 9 years ago regarding acne. I had acne from about 16 to 23, chronic acne, relentless acne, just years of misery. My mom, her cousin was a dermatologist, so I had access to basically every treatment under the sun. I probably went and visited there over 20 times, tried everything. Accutane, 2 courses, different prescription antibiotics. I've had steroidal shots, anti-inflammatory shots at times when it was so bad. I mean, just you name it, I tried it. Every soap, every moisturizer, every combination of soap, moisturizer, different methods, honey, I mean, every natural or chemical solution you could ever dream of. I spent many nights on forums researching endlessly. It became sort of an obsession to resolve this, to cure this. I mean, it just truly had consumed me. And at the end of the day, the solution that I found costs nothing. It doesn't require any special tool. It is basically as simple as it gets. So I devised this, I came up with this, I tried it through trial and error, and it worked. And that's when I made, a few years later, I made the thread on Reddit. And I've gotten a lot of feedback from people who also had a lot of success with it. I'm going to share those comments later in the video, but that was really what motivated me to make this video and hopefully reach a wider audience and kind of illustrate the ideas, the methods that I use. I will back up a lot of my thinking with links below without getting too bogged down in the details. But yeah, let's begin. So step 1 is as simple as it gets. You're going to cut out all soap, all products, all benzoyl peroxide, anything. Nothing touches your skin except for cold water. That's it, cold water. So when you take a shower, you wash your hair, I want you to bend over or use the wand. I don't want even any soap to run down the side of your face, nothing. So the only thing that touches your skin, your face, is cold water. Okay, by doing this, you're going to eliminate 90% of the problem. 90% of the problem, I believe, is you're forcing your skin into overdrive in producing oil. As you use these products, as you use these soaps, it's drying out your skin. Okay, when your skin is dry, your body produces oil in turn to lubricate your skin. Oil is the #1 feeding ground or food source for P. acnes, which is the bacteria that causes acne. They thrive on this oil. They love it. You're giving them an endless supply of food. And in turn, it exacerbates the problem. At the same time, you're drying out your skin. So when your skin is dry, obviously you're going to be shedding a lot of skin cells. When you're doing this, you're going to be more prone to clogged pores, which again is the breeding ground for these P. acnes and the perfect environment for them to thrive. The reason we have acne, what is acne? It's what you're seeing is your body's immune response, the inflammatory response, the redness, the swelling, the pus. That is your immune system trying to combat this foreign invader. Okay, this is it. That's 90% of it. Just cut out all the shit. In this sense, I kind of consider it like a caveman method, right? I know acne, you can go on Wikipedia, acne has been a thing throughout time, but I think most acne, especially the acne we encounter when we're, in our teens, that's hormonal acne. The acne that you see on the chin, minimal, that's hormonal. The acne women get at different periods of the month or when they're on birth control, or birth control solves that. That's hormonal acne. And that's very different than what I'm addressing here today. Okay, I'm somebody that had cystic chronic acne, as I said, from 14 to about 23. I had tried everything, and I really think that all these things that I tried were just making the problem worse and worse and worse, and it never went away. So that's it. It's truly that simple. Part 2 to all this, which I'm sure you're going to want to hear, is that yes, we do have a solution to clean your skin. Okay, I understand. It's not the idea isn't just, oh, don't wash, don't shower, don't ever maintain cleanliness. That's not the point. The point is you can do that without using soap. you can solve these problems without using products. And that is where the towel comes in. So after I shower, again ensuring that basically only cold water touches my face. If it is hot, I just avoid, work around it, bend over, etc. The towel. So after I shower, I run the cold water, I take a clean towel, an edge of the towel, soft towel, I put it under the water, get it wet, and I just swipe, okay? I swipe the T-zone, you know, your typical areas, and I still do this to this day. And what that will do is it's going to exfoliate your skin. It's going to remove those dead skin cells without drying out your skin. I do this once a day. I don't advise doing it more than that because you don't want to irritate your skin too much. That's it. That's 90% of what I discovered after years and years, genuinely trying everything, and it worked. And it worked for a lot of people online that I've shared this with as well. I'm going to show you their comments. Take it for what it is. I know it's anecdotal, but again, as I explained, I think it's pretty straightforward. The idea is we want to cut out, reduce any response our body has to produce more oil, all the while exfoliating, which again prevents clogged pores. There is a third aspect to all this, and that is taking vitamin D. I don't care what brand you get. I'd say 5,000 internal units is a great place to begin for anybody, whether you have acne or not. Vitamin D deficiency is absolutely chronic in the majority of the world, especially the northern climates. Even if you're fair skinned, I guarantee you if you go get a test, your chances are you will be deficient in vitamin D. And I think this has a huge anti-inflammatory role when it comes to acne. There's a myriad of other benefits, but again, just throw it in there. Can't say enough about it. I have a few brief side points here. Very important, shaving. So what I discovered, having tried many different methods, I just use a corded trimmer. I just get a close cut. Still going to see some stubble there, but for me it's never been an issue with work. I quite like the look, and it's not irritating. So I'm not using shaving cream, I'm not using a razor, dragging that against my skin. That's just what I find. They do have electric shavers that can get you pretty close. They work okay, but again, I would prefer that way over traditional shaving. And as far as the women out there, I've got many questions regarding makeup. What I would say is if you can, I know this is easy to say as a guy, but if you can avoid makeup, it's again just going to create a layer that's going to glue your skin cells to those pores, clog pores. It's just not good. And I know it's a crutch for many, I get it, but it's also going to require stripping that makeup off at night, which is going to be an issue, obviously, in the theory of what I'm proposing here. The next thing, I guess, to address as well, of course, change your pillow sheet, have good hygiene otherwise. Don't touch your skin, don't pick at your skin. Obviously, that's only going to make things worse. Just out of sight, out of mind. Even in the beginning, just avoid the mirror, avoid thinking about it. Just get your mind off it. I just think that's a general healthy aspect, balanced aspect to take against this. I'm not saying that's going to, truly solve the problem, but again, just a healthy perspective. And diet, people reach out to me just like anybody would suggest, follow a good diet. Avoid sugar, avoid the sweets, avoid the fried foods. Things are going to be inflammatory. Listen to your body. Some people tolerate dairy, some people don't. Just follow a good, healthy, balanced diet. Avoid, the preservatives, prepackaged food. Eat as close to the tree as you can. That's just basic knowledge. But again, I think that is important because ultimately what we're fighting here is inflammation. Okay, inflammation is the problem. That's what we're fighting against. And anything you can do to improve that is huge. And we know sugar is inflammatory. We know certain foods are inflammatory. Just general good practice there. The other thing to note, moisturizers, some people might say, well, why don't you just cut out the soap and still use moisturizers? The whole idea here is we're just trying to get our skin to balance naturally, go back to its natural state. So again, I think the issue there is if you're using a moisturizer, you're going to essentially be gluing a film over your skin, leading to potentially more clogged pores with those dead skin cells kind of being stuck to your skin. When you want to get them off, you want to get them out. And just to finish up, I just want to thank everybody that did reach out to me over the years on Reddit. A lot of good feedback. I know this is not for everybody. I know it's a bit controversial maybe to those who are in the acne circles. But yeah, thank you. It meant a lot. It really made me happy that even if I helped one person not go through the misery that I went through for many years, that means the world. And lastly, I just want to say, for anybody out there that's struggling with this issue or really any issue in life, you just got to keep going. You know, you got to keep up your hope. I know for me, I had many times when I was just out of hope. I thought, again, this was going to be my life. It was miserable, and especially in the formative years. And somehow I just kept going, you know, and ultimately I figured out a solution that worked for me, and I'm glad I did. And that again applies to many things in life. Just keep moving forward. You have no choice but to be positive, right? It's like life's so short. Just keep positive. I know it's tough. I know there's times when it's easy to get down, hopeless. That's human nature. That's normal. But in the end, just keep positive. You know, hope for a better day tomorrow, and keep moving forward. So if you made it this far, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I'm open to any feedback, criticism. Reach out, you name it. I'll help you if you reach out. I should have the time. And yeah, wish you well. Hopefully this again helps you, helps somebody you know. That's it. Thanks.